I frequently encounter people who tell me, unbidden, that mindfulness has given their life back to them. They often share their stories of unbelievably horrendous life circumstances, events, or diagnoses that nobody would ever wish on anybody. That is the way they usually phrase it. Mindfulness, or the practice, has given my life back to me, or has saved my life. It's frequently accompanied by an outpouring of gratitude. When this sentiment is communicated to me, either face-to-face or in a letter or an email, it invariably sounds so authentic and unique that I have the definite sense that it's not being exaggerated. Interestingly, every single person who engages in the practice of mindfulness fairly systematically over time has followed his or her own unique trajectory while at the same time using the same invariant set of formal meditation practices that we use in MBSR, the body scan, sitting meditation, mindful yoga, and mindful walking, as described in Book 2 of this series, Falling Awake, as well as, of course, by bringing mindfulness into their everyday encounters with life in whatever ways they can manage, always unique. Here is an expression of such gratitude that I received recently in an email passed on by my publisher in the UK, to which the writer had given the subject line, "A Word of Appreciation." Dear Professor Kabat-Zinn, having read all your books, some more than once, and survived what was described as terminal esophageal cancer, I write to let you know how important a part they played in my recovery. It's now 5 years since the day I was rather heartlessly told in July, "You might last till Christmas. Some last longer. If you need anything, just call the hospice." The chronology of my journey is fraught with mistakes, including the use of the wrong patient notes when planning radical chemo and radiotherapy. 2 vertebrae in my spine were broken as a result of the radiotherapy overdose. But here I am on 19th October 2017, into the first 6 weeks of a Master's in Mindfulness at Aberdeen University. The dream is to be fully qualified to help seriously ill patients in our local cancer support centers using techniques I learned from your CDs, videos, and books. Only fully qualified volunteers are allowed to work with patients. Your full catastrophe living inspired me and became my Bible during my lowest phase, along with Wherever You Go, There You Are. At the moment, I'm planning the first major 8,000-word essay on this degree course, and I'm told that my theme, Meditation Heals, is not ideal for academic research. I find this puzzling, and I wonder if you could advise me on where I should be looking for inspiration. It's no exaggeration to say that my readings of your work have saved my life, and I'm making the most of every breath I was told I wouldn't be taking. I would greatly appreciate a word of guidance from you as I attempt to realize this dream of effectively helping sick patients discover their own power to heal themselves. How best can this become an academic study? With gratitude and warm greetings from Aberdeen, Margaret Donald. P.S. I'm going to be 80 next year, so every minute counts. Of course, I wrote back. And among other things, I suggested to Margaret that she was so much more aligned with where academic medicine is heading than her advisors seemed to be from their comment about academic research. I gave her a number of references to studies in the scientific literature supporting her choice of thesis topic, and that use words such as meditation and healing in tandem. When volunteers in various studies are put into brain scanners and told to do nothing, to just lie there, it turns out that a major network in a diffuse region of the cerebral cortex located underneath the midline of the forehead and extending back becomes exceedingly active. This network, comprised of a number of different specialized structures, has come to be known as the default mode network, or DMN, because what happens when we are told to do nothing and just lie there in the scanner is that we default to mind wandering. And guess where a lot of the mind wandering carries us? You guessed it, to musing about our favorite subject, me, of course. We fall into narratives about the past, my past, the future, my future, emotions, my worries, my anger, my depression.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.